Hey G Squad, welcome back to episode of Is It Worth It? Today's episode we got this equipment here, and basically what these are some Fire TV streaming stick. You can see right here I do have the two latest one or the brand new one from the Amazon brand. So this one here is a Fire TV Stick 4K and this is the Fire TV Stick 4K Max. So the Max is the most powerful streaming stick from this brand that they do have that give you guys the best of the best. And what I mean by best of the best, they do mention it on here. So pretty much what's new for the 4K option is the fact that it does have the Wi-Fi 6 dual band option. For the previous version, it did not have the option. If you see right here, we do have the Fire TV Stick 4K, and this one only had like the regular Wi-Fi option, but still have like 4K, Ultra HD, HDR option, Dolby Atmos or Dolby Vision Atmos, and the quad core option. They do tell you guys right here on the side. So for this one, I've been using for quite some time now. It's been working pretty well. But because it doesn't have the Wi-Fi 6 option on here, it doesn't work as well, but still works pretty good for what you guys do get. Where for this new version here, it gives you guys the Wi-Fi 6 dual band option if you guys get the 4K option. However, if you guys do get this one, the 4K Max option, it gives you guys the Wi-Fi 6E tri-band option, which is even more powerful than this one here. And then for both of them, they do have the quad core. But this one here has the quad core 1.7 gigahertz, and this one here has the quad core 2.0. So if I do turn the back part here, you can definitely see what I mean in terms of the new specs that's on here. And the other thing you guys want to know about the 4K Max option is the fact that it does have a 16GB storage option. So that way it can help you guys with the storage option and also make it a lot easier for you guys to run the program when you guys do have the quad core option that's a little bit better. But in terms of everything else on here, it should be the same. 4K Ultra HD, HDR, Dolby Vision Atmos, and etc. And the design for the new one versus the old one, it is slightly different in terms of what you guys do get. Let me open a small one and show you guys what I mean real quick. So let's do take it out. Cable is still the same. Charger is a little bit bigger for the old one. The new one looks like this. You can see the size difference. But the power on here, they mentioned how it's about the same. Both of them is still 5 watts. You can see right there. When you guys do look at the remote control or the Fire TV Stick option, let me show you guys the difference. So right here is what the old one looks like, which is like a rectangle shape or design. And this is where to plug in a cable to activate it. And this right here is HDMI. So for 4K Max option from the previous year, it looks exactly like this. But when you guys do look at the new one, this is what it looks like for the new one. And here is this one. It looks exactly the same for both the 4K option and the 4K Max. This one right here is the 4K Max and this is the 4K option. So if you guys don't want to get confused, if you guys do end up getting both of them, you probably want to label it. But you can see how the shape it is different. I actually prefer this new design a lot more. That way it's not sharp on the end. It's a curved design which looks a lot better. But everything on here is still the same in terms of the micro USB option and also the HDMI option on this side. When you guys do look at the remote, it is different. So if you guys compare the 4K one to the 4K one right here, this is what the new one looks like. So you do have a lot more options in the bottom for you guys to use in terms of Prime Video, Netflix, Peacock, and DirecTV. And you do have the YouTube button on the side here for you guys to use compared to the old one. And if you guys compare to the Max option here, you can definitely see the difference for each one of them when you guys do look at it. And even the remote for the 4K Max one, it is a lot bigger in terms of the length. If you guys do put it side by side, you can definitely see the difference. The 4K this year is a little bit longer than the old one, and the 4K Max is a lot longer for all three of them. But a lot of stuff that you guys get is pretty much the same in terms of the cable and also the extended option. Feel free to use the extended option as well. If you guys are curious about what the extended option looks like, let me take it out. So the extended cable option is pretty much the same. There's no difference for it, if you can see. This is the new one and this is the old one. Only the product itself is new. So that's pretty much a comparison to show you guys what you guys do get for the old one versus the new one. What I'm doing right now is to plug it in with the old one and show you guys the difference of the new one and compare the 4K to the 4K Max and show you guys the difference when you guys do use that. And then we'll come back and talk more product in a second. All right, so this is what it actually looks like for the 4K option. So this is the one from previous year. If you can see the interface on here is slightly different. It looks a little bit bigger for the interface, but when you guys do move in, everything is pretty smooth. But if you have to turn on Netflix or something, turns on. And when you guys do move it, there is a slight delay, if you guys can see. If you guys do play a video on here, it does work, but there's also a slight delay as well. If you guys go home, There's also a slight delay to actually load up the screen, if you see. So the product definitely does work and it is still pretty fast for what you guys do get. But compared to the new one, it's not as fast. Let me plug in the new one to show you guys what I mean. Alright, so now we do have the new one opening up. So it might take a few seconds to load up. And it'll load up pretty fast. Notice how the screen on here, it does look a little bit wider or bigger compared to the other one. But when you guys do move stuff on here, so you see how much faster it is when you guys use on here. When you guys move left and right on here. If you guys do turn on Netflix, it loads up immediately when you guys do turn it on. Play the same video. It turns on immediately. There's no delay or anything. If you guys go home, it goes back home immediately. So it definitely loads a lot faster by a little bit when you guys do use it, if you see. Now I'll try to put on the 4K Max, which is the previous version first, and we'll try the new one after. Alright, so we're loading up the old one, which is the 4K Max from previous year. Probably take a few seconds, a few minutes to load up. Alright, so everything load up on here. Alright, so let's do give it a try on this one. If you see how smooth everything does work on this one. If you guys do open Netflix, opens up. Everything's really smooth when you guys use it. There's no delay, you see. Pressing this video play. Start playing it. And it opens immediately. Maybe a little tiny delay, but not any like huge delay when you guys use it. If you guys do go home, it goes back home immediately. So this one for the 4K Max from the previous version loads really fast as well. There's no issue for this one when you guys use that. But when you guys compare this to the 4K from last year or the previous version one, it definitely is faster when you guys do use it and see. Not by a lot, but a very tiny little bit if you guys do notice it. But now let's plug in a new one for the 4K Max Fire TV stick and show you the difference for this one versus that one. Alright, so now we're opening up the 4K Max from this year. You can see how fast it loads on here when you guys do plug it in. When you guys compare this one to the previous version, it definitely loads up slightly faster. Alright, so we got to connect it. So we have to give it a try using the 4K Max of the newest version here. You can see how smooth everything is. And the user face on here looks a little bit different than the previous one. It looks a little bit more wider for this one compared to the old one, you can see. If I do go to Netflix, goes to our page, click on the button to go down. Everything is really smooth when you guys use it, you can see. You guys do play a video. Everything is very smooth. And it loads everything really quickly as well. If you guys go back to the main page, it instantly goes there. So I'm not sure if you guys can see the difference, but I can definitely see the difference on here when you guys use it. Especially if you guys compare it to the 4K previous version from last year or whatever. Everything's much more smoother and faster than before. So you can see when you guys do compare the new version of this year, the 4K and also the 4K Max, it is a little bit faster in terms of the speed because of that quad core option and also the Wi-Fi 6 option on here. The 4K gives you guys Wi-Fi 6 dual band, and this one right here for the 4K Max gives you guys Wi-Fi 6E with a tri-band option. So that's a quick little test to show you guys what you guys do get for each one of them and how well it does work. Welcome back, guys. So we see how when you guys do use it, you can definitely see the difference on there when you guys use it. One thing I do want to let you guys know is the fact that when you guys do purchase the 4K or the 4K Max or any of the Fire TV stick, they do have the option for you guys to automatically link your account onto the remote when you guys do purchase it. That way it can save you guys some time from setting up the actual product when you guys do connect it. But we see how when you guys do plug it in and use it, you can definitely see the difference on there. The processing speed or like the speed for you guys to turn on and turn off an app or going from one place to another on the actual device is a lot easier and a lot faster. Also like the startup speed is a little bit faster as well, you can see. So I feel like when you guys are deciding whether or not you guys want to upgrade to the new one, if you guys already have the old one, it just depends on your patience and your preference. If you guys want something that gives you guys the latest technology to process stuff a lot faster, then you probably want to get the newest one. But if you guys don't really care about the speed too much and you just want something to work, then it's probably not ideal for you guys to upgrade it and just use whatever you guys already have. If you guys are like me who want to view the latest product to make sure everything is good or not and let you guys know my feedback, then obviously for me, I will get the newest one to test it out. But that is pretty much everything that's on the product. Now that we show you guys what you guys do get for each one of them, from the older version to the new one, and the 4K versus 4K Max, now to answer the question of whether or not it's worth it or not and which one the best option to go for. So when you guys compare all three of these right here, all of them are actually pretty worth it for what you guys do get if you guys are in the market looking for a high quality streaming stick to use. But if you guys want the latest technology with the best of the best, especially after looking at the test, then it's an obvious choice that the 4K Max option is the best one because it does process everything a lot faster. That way I don't have to wait as long when you guys do use that, maybe to open an app or maybe just to load up the software and everything. But if you guys end up getting the 4K option, it works pretty well also, and that is only if you guys get the newest one. If you guys do get the older version, which is probably not available at the moment, maybe if you guys do go to the store or something, they might have it available. But definitely for the newest one right here, so they do have the Wi-Fi 6 option or Wi-Fi 6E option with the dual band or tri-band option. It performs a lot better when you guys use it, especially with the quad core option that's improved from the older version. Since the 4K one has a quad core of 1.7 and the 4K Max has quad core 2.0. So the 4K Max is definitely the number one choice to go for, and then the 4K is the second choice to go for, and that is for the new one, not the old one. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or have one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save it on something else actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out, and it'll definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.